Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Hager small format interchangeable cores and a discussion of them to just quickly explain the differences. Below this video is a link to the page where you will find the reference to the small format cores. It's going to be a two-page link actually. One is from the product catalog and the other is from the price list, because each gives a little additional information, or one gives information the other does not, and back and forth. So what you have are the 3981 is the part number from Hager, and the 3982 from Hager. Those are the part numbers for the small format cores only. Now those cores can be done in either -C, which is combinated, or -U, which is uncombinated. The 3981 is 6-pin, the 3982 is 7-pin. So you've got 6-pin and 7-pin, you've got combinated and uncombinated. You then have US 4 for satin brass, US 26D for satin chrome. You then have all of the best keyways, which are A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, and Q. On top of all of that, you can do the H1 keyway, which is Hager's proprietary keyway. It's the Hager keyway. What's interesting about the H1 or Hager keyway is that the same key blank can pass both conventional cores and small format interchangeable core systems, which is, I can't say that it's unique to Hager, but it's unusual in my experience to have a single keyway pass all of that. That could certainly have benefits on a job site where some of the job is not interchangeable core, but you want to expand and then have interchangeable core capability on a different part of the building. Okay, now, so 6 or 7-pin, 7-pin is very common, 6-pin is also very common. The job requirements will determine how many cuts are on the key, 6 or 7. The two different finishes that will just complement the lock, what finish you're doing on the lock. Now, combinated and uncombinated is simple. If you want to purchase the uncombinated cores, uncombinated simply is a technical term, a fancy term for the fact that it is the core only, and the core only without any pins, keying, or springs. That will be very commonly used when there is a project, let's say a locksmith, or someone who is going to provide the specific keying to the parts. So rather than have the factory combinate or key the project for you, you're going to get the cores in, order them uncombinated. You might also need to order key blanks, and then you will combinate them. Or the other way to do it, and that's a 3981 or 3982-U. If you change the U to a C, that means combinated. It's a fancy word for it's going to come completely keyed already. The cores will be will have the springs, any driver pins, any master pins, and any bottom pins with cut keys as directed, per the order to the exact requirements of the job site. So you can get just the uncombinated cores. It's like getting an engine without the pistons, because you want to put your own pistons into it to the right requirements, or you want a complete running car with everything that the engine is supposed to provide. Now, moving on. And if there are any questions on any of that, please feel free to reach out to us. You can also order small format interchangeable core construction cores. Okay, now what you're going to have on the small format interchangeable construction cores are simply this. You're going to have blue cores or red cores. You're going to have 6-pin blue and 6-pin red. You're going to have 7-pin blue and 7-pin red. The two different colors, and the length of the cylinder is based on the project requirements. How that's arrived at is a different conversation. Why someone will say, I need 7-pin versus 6-pin. If you have a job where you have several thousand doors, a lot of times there's going to be 7-pin cylinders requested, simply because when you have 6 cuts on a key versus, say, 5 cuts on a key, which are not available, versus 6 cuts on a key, I think, and don't quote me, but I think the maximum theoretical number of key changes, and it depends on the system, is like 65,000 different key changes you can have when you are working with a 5-pin key blank. Now, if you move to a 6-pin key blank, so they'll talk about red and blue, and the only difference between the two is that one is a specific key number, red is a key number, whatever it is, and blue is a different key number. So if you order all red construction cores, they're all going to be keyed alike. If you order all blue, they're all going to be keyed alike. But blue and red are not keyed alike. They're different. There are no options in terms of master keying any of that stuff. And why would you order construction cores? Well, you've got a job. You've got a 100-unit condo building, and you're going to lock all of the doors down with the construction cores. The different trades will go in, but as soon as you come in with the permanent core, pull out the construction core, put in the permanent core, you're done. The trades can no longer get in. All the trades have their construction keys. They're going to work the red or the blue cores. Hager does allow a credit for the material, not including shipping charges, when the blue or red construction cores go back. Now, along with all of this stuff, you can order small format blank keys. You can order small format cut keys. So if Hager's going to do all the combinating or the keying, you're just going to say, I want so many keys per lock, I want so many copies of the master, grandmaster, so many copies of the control key. The control key is what allows you to insert and remove a construction core, or, well, allows you to remove any small format interchangeable core. They have also, speaking of cut keys, you can order the construction cut keys as well. Your 6 or 7, your red or your blue. So there's 4 different cut keys in that for construction cores. Now back to the keying. What can be done if you're ordering combinated locks? If you're ordering locks from Hager with combinated cores, you can specify any method of keying that you want. Any architectural hardware specification Hager can accommodate, and actually there is below this video that link that I referred to. It's not a 2-page link. It will be closer to a 5-page link, and some of it is going to explain the methodology by which keying systems can be created. A very quick summary sort of situation in terms of master keying, grandmaster keying, just simple common keying, whatever you might need, single key different sort of applications. We mentioned earlier all the different keyways that can be done. That would be simply what you might want. The A is by far the most common, but in those letters, A is by far the most common. It's hard to tell which of the others are second common. If you're ordering combinated locks, you can also order the Hager part number 3998. That equals a bidding list. That means when the order comes, Hager's going to send you the printout of all of the bidding numbers for all of the keys, all the cylinders. If you will absolutely want to have that on file with your construction documents. The truth of the matter is there is no reason not to have it, and it will, if anything, play a beneficial role in the future to have the codes by which all the keys were generated. Now, there is also that link I had mentioned earlier to the price list, and the price list doesn't really provide anything that we have not discussed. Indicates a lead time. I should say that the bidding list is available. If you want Hager to create the bidding list and someone else will do the key work, maybe an in-house person will do the key work but may not be generating the bidding list, that's available as well. Hager would price that upon application. And that link, that page from the price list, just the only thing that's odd about it that you may not be very familiar with is the bottom 2 entries, the 3907, the 3908, where they call out the Hager keyways, 7-pin cores only for either the blank or the cut key. That's just Hager keyway. They should just call it the Hager H1 keyway for those small format. So hopefully that gives plenty of information on Hager's small format interchangeable cores, keying, the cut keys, the construction keys, bidding lists, and some additional information in that PDF below this video to how a system can be keyed. It's a nice document to review if you're going to go to your client and sit down and say, how do you want these 15 locks keyed, or these 250 locks keyed, or these 3 locks keyed? That will give you some background to be able to help you design that system. Okay. Any questions on this or any other Hager product? My name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. Don't hesitate to reach out to us. Thank you.